Rise and shine, everybody. It's time once again to crawl out of bed, put on a pot of coffee, and prepare ourselves for another day on the job site. Because it's time for another edition of House Flipper. Coming at you with the new HGTV DLC, and I could not be more excited to bring my first house flip with the new content to you guys right now. It's going to be fantastic. For anyone out there tuning in who may not have seen it already, I have a DLC review video out that breaks down all the new features. I really think you'll enjoy it, so be sure to check it out. As for today's video, I've got something real fun planned for you guys. I'm really looking forward to showing you what I've got in mind. So let's jump right in and see if we can make the dreams become a reality. So, we're going to jump on the old laptop here, and we're going to take a look at our browser and see what to buy. So, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. I definitely wanted to grab a new house from the HGTV DLC, and so I was taking a look at some of the options. I didn't want a place that was too big for what I have in mind. So I was kind of hemming and hawing about it, and then I stumbled upon this guy right down here. It's called the Accountant's House. It's right around 10 square meters bigger than our last job, and it could be ours for a little under $170,000. It's just about the right size and look and feel for what I've got in mind. So I think what we'll do, we can take a look here. It's got as you come in, it's got a nice open concept here, lots of room. With a big kitchen in the background. We've got the bedroom, of course. Like I said, lots of space. And then a big open yard. Not that we necessarily need a big open yard, but it's there for us to do as we please. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's what we've got as possibilities. And it's going to be interesting. I've got an idea in my head of what I want to do, and it's going to be curious to see how I can make what we've got starting with turn into what I want to end up with. So let's jump in, buy this bad boy, and say go. So with this house, it's pretty pricey at $169,000. You notice that I had over $200,000. That's going to leave us somewhere in the range of about $35,000 to fix this guy up. And here we are. The reason why I actually have a fair amount of money is I've done a number of missions while streaming on Twitch of the HGTV missions, the new jobs, if you will. And it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed doing them, and we've made a lot of money. So this is going to open up the pocketbooks and give us an opportunity to make something really fantastic. And it's not too far from the beach. About a half a block down. Nice little neighborhood. And I want to jump in here and take a quick look at what we're looking at. So, after we mow the lawn and tidy things up out there, we have this big open area, the living room, and an old piano, and a little dining space, and kitchen back here. We've got a little bit of an office over here. Not too bad. I can't say that I mind this down here too much. Kind of interesting look there. Not a lot of space in this room, but maybe we can open things up and find a way to give a bit more space. Perhaps we steal this space here, give it to the office. Over here, we have the bedroom. And that looks rather suspicious. If you look here, it looks like there's nothing there. This doesn't look big enough to be filling up that space. What's in here? A little closet. All right. Let me see something here. I do believe we've found ourselves a hidden basement. If I can ever get this broken down and get in here. We're through. There you go. Look at this. A little hidden basement down here. Holy Nifton. Some nice cabinets over there. Some possibly even some nice chairs that we could use. A little piece of heaven down here. This actually could completely change my idea for how we could set this thing up. Because I'm going to let you know right now, my idea for this house was to turn it into a gamer's paradise. And the idea was that we would have our, this is the bathroom in here. We would have a bedroom, and then we would have like a gamer's den, which I was thinking, okay, we'll put it right here. But now I'm wondering if we don't, we could keep all this space out here, do with it as we please, and we could actually tear this whole thing down, make a nice big, make a nice big master bedroom suite, like that. Do up a nice bathroom. And possibly even a separate bath we could do. Be interesting. Kind of wasted space down this hallway. But we could make this down here our gamer's paradise. There's plenty of room to do something pretty fantastic down here. I think it could be really, really cool. I like it a lot. That just gives us a whole other dimension to work with. Oh, that's the stairs. Okay. Is that going to disappear? There we go. I think we got everything except for the stuff up here. Oh, that was one big swing right there. All right. So, not too shabby. I think that'll be the plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys go for just a couple of moments. I'm going to sell off pretty much everything you see. And maybe break down some walls and clean up what we can. And then we'll come back and we'll start talking about what the plans are going to be. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, everybody, we are back. And we've got the place tidied up quite a little bit, I think. We've pretty much gotten rid of everything in the house that was here because it was all old and grungy. And it's given us a clean slate. And we've actually even done the lawn outside, cut her all down real nice. But we're left in a bit of a pickle, if you will. I'm having a little bit of trouble, or I was having a bit of trouble figuring out what to do with this layout. There's this wasted space in this hallway, which I don't think we can ever really get rid of because we're not allowed to actually change the structure of the house. So I can't actually move this doorway where I would like to, which would have been somewhere down here off the back of the kitchen to go into the backyard. And then I could have stole all this space to add to the room we have in here. And that was kind of my original thought, and then I realized you couldn't do that. So then I was thinking, what else can we do? Well, I broke down the wall to the bathroom here because I want to extend the size of the master bedroom here. This was a little bit small and cramped, and I didn't like it. But then I'm like, okay, well, we'll put the master bath back here. Okay, well, this is a pretty good space, but it'll feel cramped to put the washer dryer in here as well and do a laundry space. And also, I was thinking about the possibility of doing 2 bathrooms. So what are we going to do? So then I was thinking, what if we make this the passageway here into the master bath? And maybe we cut off a little bit of space, put a master bath in here, which is a passageway to the master bedroom, of course, and down to our paradise. And then we take a little bit of space here and a little bit of extra space here, and we put in a little guest bath and a guest bath and then laundry, or vice versa, whatever. And what we could do is we could even steal a little bit of space here from this spare area here to make enough room for both those the guest bath, the laundry, and enough room to make a nice little kitchen in here. Then the dining would extend into here, and then of course a nice big living space here. So we got lots of room, but we just need a lot of demo to get it where we need to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you guys in suspense one more time. And when we come back, we'll have torn down some walls, put up some new ones, and this place will look a whole lot different. All right, we'll see you in a bit, guys. Okay, everybody, we are back, and we have done a whole bunch of demolition and a whole lot of thinking, and we are going to have to take this step by step, I think, because this game doesn't really have a planning mode, and it's hard to really know exactly how much space you need to put in everything you want when you're trying to get things exactly the right way. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do this one step at a time, like I said, and we're going to start with the master bathroom. So of course this is where the master bedroom is going to be, and it's going to be a passage past our dungeon of greatness over here to what will be the master bath. And I've installed where the sink and the tub, the sink and the toilet will be, but I wanted to get them installed first and then have room. I was thinking the bathtub could go along here and then a shower in this corner. And this is approximately where I think we might need to get to. Maybe we have to steal one more tile. Hopefully that's it. Not two more. Hopefully. Just one more at the most. But yeah, we're going to do this. Now, I was also curious what you guys would think. I like this. I know it's a lot. It's a little bit bold, or a lot bold. But I love the way the colors go together. And it's a little fancy, but nothing too grotesque, if you will. And I think the paint color goes well to bring out some of the earthy tones that we've got here, and it all draws together really nicely. So this is essentially how it's going to look in here. Probably tiles along the back wall here, and then maybe paint up this wall here. Should look pretty good. But anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right in. I have chosen this sink right here, and I think what I want to try, it's going to be hard. I might have to try a few different ones, which will be a little bit expensive, but that's okay. I want to try the American Elm first. I feel like the American Elm color may go decently well with this. I don't know. It's hard to tell because you can't actually even see the product. I could, I suppose, get another product that's American Elm and try that out. But I'm going to center this directly into the windows and see how this looks. So let's go in here and assemble this thing. I'm gonna go washers like that, and put this thing together like that, and like that, and it's good to go. And we're gonna clean this up now because I think it's pretty good. I like the wood tone, and I don't think you're going to get a whole lot closer. I think, you know, this light brownish color that you see in here mixes well with the floor, which isn't too far off on this. I could try one or two other ones to just give it a shot, but I'm going to leave that for now. It's not too bad. I don't love it, but I don't know if you're going to get anything great either. And then the next thing I wanted to do was I was thinking the toilet, we could go with this guy right here. And I wanted to center it if we could on this tile, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. It's the first time I've used this toilet. There we go. Let's go ahead and assemble this thing, plop her down. It's as simple as that. Not too shabby. It feels like it's got lots of space. I could move it over to the left a bit, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then, so as you walk through here, there's good space, but you're going to want to leave this area quite a bit open, which means I feel like you want the bathtub over here, right? And then the shower here, so you don't feel crowded when you walk in here. So even though the toilet sticks out quite a bit more than this, yeah, let's check this out. We might need a fair amount more space than I thought. So if we go bathtub plumbing here, you're going to need at least there, I think. We put it there. And then the shower over there. Let's see what we can do. We're going to need at least probably one more tile section worth, but that's okay. And for as far as the bathroom tub we're going to use, I don't know. I kind of like this one. It kind of looked pretty nice, I feel like. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get colors that actually go. Maybe the marble would be all right. We can get beech wood, which we could, if we can get beech wood in these. Oh, that's interesting. Let me try this out. I'm going to try this out. Oh, whoa. Is this thing massive or what? What the heck's going on? Oh, just a sec. We have to take off the... I always forget this. Like that. And then I'm going to just move this a little bit further back just in case. I hope we don't need too much more space for this. So I think this inner box here is where it's actually going to live. I kind of want to try it there and see if that's how that's going to look. I might need to take another... We're going to see what happens here. I might need to redo this. Plop that down. Put some screws in here. Like that. First time I've installed the bathtub, I think, in this game. Holy cow. We're going to have a degree in plumbing here in a second. That's not far enough over, for sure. Which means we're probably going to need... Could we consider the tub over there? If we put the tub in the same spot over here, you would walk in very tightly. This tub is absolutely humongous. It's a really nice tub. I was hoping to be able to have 3 of these tiles go towards the laundry and spare bath. The thing feels massive. The thing feels absolutely massive. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play around with some of my options. I'll let you guys go for just a moment. When we come back, we'll have sorted this mess out. Thank you for being here, guys. Okay, everybody, we are back for an update. And as you can see, we've made some progress and we've finalized all the walls for the house. And the only real changes that were made in the end were... There was this little section here where you can see the brick was added on to this part in order to make room for the guest bath and laundry area in there. And we took some space off. Basically, these couple tiles here were taken out and we created a straight line down here and took away this little bit of space from this bedroom area over here in order to create a little bit more space for the kitchen to live within this area here. And then of course the dining room here and the living room here. So let's take a look at what we accomplished by doing all this. When you come in here, we have very simply washer dryer set there and a little guest bathroom section here like this. Very simple, no detailing done yet as of course. Just the basics to show you what we've got. And when you come in here to the master bedroom, you come in like this, and we've actually got it all painted up for you. It took a while for me to decide on exactly the combinations I want to do. I decided to get a little bit bold. I wanted to go with orange. I don't know why. I just felt like I hadn't used orange enough in the game yet, and I wanted to do a nice little orange idea. So I chose a bed to work off of, and I found a color I liked to go with it. I think I'm okay with it. It goes well with the brick walls, which I wanted to do a little bit of exposed brick, particularly at the back, and a nice neutral color to carry through the rest of the room, which also goes with the brick. And then this brick will carry through our passage like this, and it goes down there. I think I'll probably paint this wall down here, so it'll just be like the brick on one side and then some paint on the other, perhaps even this color here just to be consistent. Then as you pass through here into the master bathroom, I move things around a little bit. In fact, this is just going to come up just a bit higher. As you know, I had the sink here and the toilet there, and I got to thinking, why would you want the sink in a bathroom over the window? Because now there's no place for a mirror, and you got to have a mirror above your sink. So then I was like, okay, well, it actually might fit really well there, and actually does. Plenty of room for the tub still. And then we were able to find a little bit of space in here for the toilet, and it works actually really quite well. I like it a lot. I'm really happy with how this area turned out. I'm debating whether or not to put more of the tile all the way around here on this side, because it feels a little bit too much bland. But I think when if you put a paint like a painting or a picture of some sort here, and then another one there, it's going to start to bring out some of the colors from the tile, and it's going to actually feel just about right. And then it makes a lot of sense. From this angle, it makes a lot of sense the way this looks, and I like it a lot. So should be pretty good. And I overall think it's a fantastic feel. Like, you know, it just feels like it's a house for a gamer, of course. Like, that's what we're kind of making. You got a nice comfortable big bedroom area, and then this secret little lair down in here will be the gaming paradise, which feels fantastic, kind of hidden away inside the bedroom. And then of course out here we'll have a nice living space as well for entertaining and whatnot. So I think it's going to be fantastic. Now, as you can see, I have made some choices for out here. I'm going to keep it much more neutral out here, I think. I wanted to go with some of these new wall panels that came with the HGTV DLC. They're kind of cool looking, and I figured, you know, just maybe put them on this wall up to maybe I might put a little bulkhead section in here. I'm not sure. Maybe just one little piece of wall coming out here to kind of divide up the area. I can't decide yet. We'll make that choice, but this is going to be the wall color combination here. I may put more of these panels along this wall. Of course, well, I'll probably live with the big TV here and some couches and stuff in this area that leads to a dining area over here. And my thought was, for over here is I wanted to go with a slightly more bold tile in the kitchen if we were going to go with kind of relatively plain everywhere else. And this is a matching paint tone with this. This is, of course, the combinations that come with the HGTV with the half and half. I really like that. And I don't know for sure. We're gonna see about this when we come back next time. You'll see the decisions that we've made. But I'm gonna probably have some counters probably extending all along here, and then probably a peninsula that jumps out here. And then I'm gonna see if I can get along here a section of cabinets as well. And because I think it might be able to just be perfect. And really fill that area in. I may or may not put the fridge there. The other possibility would be to put the fridge here. I think the fridge might feel a little bit awkward there. I don't really know where else I could put it. I was thinking I could put a sink in the peninsula area and then potentially put the stove here and then counters along there. But we'll find out. I'll have to see. It's kind of hard to know until you've kind of put stuff down on the ground and you can kind of just plan it all out. But I think we've made a lot of progress. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. And when we come back, we will have a whole bunch more progress done as well. All right, everybody. We are back and we have started to furnish our house for the house flip. And I think it's got a pretty good overall look to it. I decided to go with a little bit more along the white line along here on this side. And then we have one bold wall over here with a little bit more of a, well, it's kind of a dark beige. We're going to call that bold. But yeah, that's our bold section of the house. And we've gone with white along the back here. And I think it turned out pretty nice. So we have our living room here as you enter. And I'm really happy we were able to get that big long thing in there, the big TV stand. Might put like little flowers going up in here maybe. I haven't done any detailing. This is just the major pieces of furniture. No detailing has been done. I'm going to try to work towards not doing a lot of detailing, just little bits here and there. Keep the houses relatively straightforward and simple in their appearance for for the buyers, potential buyers anyway. In here we've got our kitchen, which I think turned out really well. Lots of room to move about. Got our oven down here on the end with the microwave as well. Some storage kind of space there. Got our stovetop here. Sink here. You will notice that there is a problem here with the gaps. With this particular set of counters, the sink is broken. There's something wrong with the hitbox on it, and it has it snapping. You can see there it won't place right up against anything. And I tried 1,000 different things. I chose this countertop based off, or these cabinets based on this countertop, which is the beige, and it's the only one that comes in the beige, and it works really well with this tile in the back, which I really liked. And I had already done all the tiling, and I had bought all the cabinets and kind of sorted this whole thing out. I really like how this came out over here with the fridge and stuff like that. I had it all set up and ready to go, and I was just like gonna set up this peninsula here to see how it would look. And the last thing I found out was that this would not work. And I tried 10 different ways to get this to clip. I tried putting it right against the side of an open side. I tried putting it against these shorter ones. Probably tried getting it as a taller one. I tried all kinds of combinations. And there's just something wrong where it's like a half a click off. Where it's like, instead of being a half a click one way or half a click another, it's like it's plopping down halfway between where it's supposed to be on both sides, and it's just it's maddening. And I considered just starting over and scrapping the whole everything and picking all new things, but I figured it's not ridiculously awful. It's frustrating and annoying, but I've decided I'm living with it. So that's that. We got a little dining room here. We've got the stove, or sorry, the fireplace in the corner, which looks really nice. Going to keep this fairly simple. I may put like a table underneath one of these windows or something like that, with something like a vase on it or something simple. But keeping it very, very clean all throughout. You've seen in there, of course, down here we have. I really like the look here of this door. This is one of the HGTV doors that came out with the DLC. Really nice looking, and it just looks the way you'd want your back door to look, coming into a back hallway like this, heading towards your kitchen. It just feels the way it should feel, you know. And then in the bedroom, ta-da, we have got ourselves a little bit of a setup here. So we got a couple nice chairs here, place to read a book, lounge about in the evening before you head to bed, whatever the case may be. I was trying to figure out where I might put some books. I might do a small little shelf or something with some books or something back in here. There's a bookshelf obviously here that's going to have some stuff on it. So I might just keep this super clean and leave it the way it is. A little bit of stuff going on in there with the bureaus. Got the TV, of course, on the wall there. Nice little... I like this little chest on the side here. I was trying to figure out what to put there, and I think that kind of fills the space nicely without getting in the way of the door. You put like a nice big plant in the corner there. It'll finish that off really nicely and keep this nice and clean. Perhaps just flank the window with a couple of pieces of artwork, and we'll be looking pretty good. So, yeah, and you've seen this as well, looking fantastic. So the last thing that we're going to have to do before we do detailing is going to be the Gamer's Paradise down below. And just notice this guy here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let you guys go one more time. And when we come back, I will have the Gamer's Paradise set up and ready to go. By the way, how nice is this front door? Ooh, baby. Love it. Might do some painting as well on the exterior. Maybe a little bit of yard work. But for the most part, I'm not going to worry too much about the exterior for this home. So yes, we're going to have a Gamer's Paradise set up downstairs, and then we'll do some serious detailing in here. Try to keep it clean and smooth, and that's it. So when we come back, we will have ourselves a secret gamer's lair all to our own. Alright everybody, we are back, and the house is almost complete. The only thing left to do on the house is a little bit of curb appeal. We're going to do some stuff out here in the yard, and then we'll be all done. Perhaps a few bushes, fresh coat of paint, maybe a tree or two, and that'll be just about it. But that means that everything on the inside of the house is ready to go. So let me take you on a quick little tour of where we ended up. I think you will be very impressed. So here it is. This is the main open living area. We've got ourselves a nice little living room over here. We've got the TV, a little bit of artwork, some bookshelves action going. I really am happy with the choice on couch. Got some nice carpets in here as well. Come over here. We've got a really nice dining area. I've just stumbled into this carpet and absolutely love it. And a little bit of artwork on the walls. Lots of plants and stuff. Looking really nice. Got the fireplace in the corner. I think looks fabulous. Could not be happier with how that turned out. And then, of course, the kitchen, which I really think looks fantastic. Got a nice little rug here. We put in some detailing. Got a little coffee station on the right. A little tea station on the left. I think overall that looks really fantastic. And then we've got the area heading back here towards the back hallway. We have our little storage area here. Nice little place to come into the house from the back and put your things away, such as that. And then, of course, the backyard, which is pretty plain at the moment. But I did want to show you, just because I just love... I'm not a big fan of how the hallway almost felt like a waste at the beginning when I was, it's like this big long hallway that didn't really have a lot of use. But it does offer a really nice view as you come in from the outside of the house. It just kind of has this long corridor feel that looks really nice. And I feel like we did a good job of filling it up and creating some use for it. So it kind of creates this front entranceway, or back entranceway, I guess, where you can put your stuff away and a little bit of storage and stuff like that. And it feels nice, good in that way. A couple nice pieces of artwork. And then we also extended the kitchen ever so slightly and put a little column up here to create a divide. And we were able to use a fair amount of this hallway as part of the kitchen by creating a couple of pieces here. And I think that turned out really, really well. We used the space anyway. Then in here we have ourselves a little half bath, if you will, a little guest bath area, and laundry. And we have a little shelf up here, some nice artwork. So of course you can store your laundry detergents and whatnot up there. And I think overall, really happy with how this space worked out. And then there's just one place left to show you, and that is the master area. And it's a big one. It's a big old master area. As you walk in here, you can see a really nice intimate lighting by the bedside. Some nice artwork there. We've got a little seating area to the left here where you can just relax and unwind and maybe read a book. Of course, got a nice big screen TV there. And of course, the wardrobe area. I'm going to flip on the lights, show you how it looks under the lights. So we got a main kind of area light here to light up the whole room nicely. There's a nice little spotlight, if you will, for reading under. And then there's some spotlights here in the dressing area as well. The one thing I do wish that this game would offer is kind of like a multi-light setting. Like you can see there's actually 2 lights or whatever, switches or whatever. It'd be nice if you could have an individual room have multi-light settings so that you could, like, for instance, not have on the big light and only have on, say, the spotlights around the dressing area, because you might be just only want those lights. Or perhaps you'd like to be in here and only have on the spotlight where you are reading your book, and it would kind of give it a more realistic feel. But I mean, it is what it is. It's nitpicking probably at that point, but I think the room looks fantastic. I really like the wardrobe area we got set up here. Nice little sitting area over here as well. Looks really nice. And yeah, some nice artwork, little flowers in the corner I thought looked good, and a little artwork on the wall here to complete the look here. Looks pretty good. And then as you pass through here, you walk past, sneak peek, the basement and into the washroom. And I really like the way this turned out. I'll turn on the lights here so you guys can see. A couple nice sconces up on the walls complete the look, I think, really, really well. We have some artwork as well, and I think all the colors really blend and go nicely together. And really happy. I got a little spotlight underneath the shower here. I think that this area looks really fantastic. Adding in this divider wall here to create that really nice shower. Little spot there to go to the loo, if you will. And yeah, really nice 4-piece master bath that I think anyone will be happy to have when they're purchasing this house. But the pièce de résistance, it is, of course, the gamer's paradise. And a gamer's paradise would not be complete without the gamer room. And really happy with how this turned out. It took me a while. I hemmed and hawed and debated over a bunch of different ideas and the way I wanted to set it up. But in the end, I think it looks fantastic. Got a nice little light here in this hallway area just so you don't trip going down the stairs. And I thought this was a fitting poster to have up on the top here. Chill out in your man cave. Could be a woman cave. Hey, not judging. Could absolutely be a woman cave. And you walk down the stairs and boom. Check that out. Fantastic. Gaming extraordinary. You got your Blu-ray player, a couple gaming systems, stereo system, lots of storage. Looks fantastic. And then as you swing over here, I think you will say that this looks pretty fantastic as well. Got lots of the sound barrier stuff, sound absorption materials. Got your nice little runway, red carpet runway for your dog up to the doggy bed. And nice little spot here to relax and as well underneath the stairs. Really nice piece of artwork there. And of course, I mean, it's command station extraordinaire, really. You've got yourself a dual PC setup. You've got your main setup here with the big screen wraparound. Curved monitor, if you will. Secondary monitor there. You've got all the bells and whistles, the webcam, the headphones, the microphone, the extra controller, the high-end PC. Got your router and sound mixer here. And the secondary PC over here, some might call it your streaming PC. Over here set up with a little keyboard and mouse as well. You can set up your secondary stuff there. Nice little storage area as well. And no man cave could be complete without a mini fridge. And you've got a mini fridge there. So you get thirsty, you can flip around and grab yourself a beverage. And I think it just looks fantastic being able to just color code everything in the red. Really adds a lot to the area. Added in some nice carpets, I think work really well. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty fantastic stuff. What I'm going to do is throw the lights on and show you at the next level. This is the next level right here. Got spotlights over the artwork. Got some pot lights over here by the couch. Provide a little bit of light for you while you're playing your games. And then a couple spotlights over here. Really make the area shine, I think, as far as the overall look. You can see the reflections in the mirror here. The glass looks pretty fantastic as well. So yeah, I mean, this is... Who wouldn't want to have this in their basement? A secret lair, even. You could have people over for dinner and enjoy the evening, and they wouldn't even know that hidden away in the back of your bedroom is a staircase to heaven right there. Pretty sweet stuff. So I really like the overall look of how this thing turned out. It's pretty fantastic. And I hope you guys agree. I'd be curious to see what you guys think. Go ahead and leave some comments in the comment section below, of course, and let me know what you think about the man cave and the overall look of the house. But for now, I'm going to leave you just for a couple of moments. And when we come back, we will spend some time out here in the yard, making things just a little bit tidier and a little bit nicer of a look overall. Some curb appeal, if you will. Thank you for joining me, folks, and we'll see you in just a couple of moments. Alright, everybody, we are back for one final look at the house before we sell it off. And as you can see, we've done some yard work out here, getting the curb appeal up, if you will. On the left-hand side here, I just put in a quick little tree just to give a little bit of life to this corner. You can also see that I changed out the fences to match the fences that go around the outside of the property. Did, of course, a really nice paint job, I think, on the house, and went with the blue theme overall, including with this really nice stone inlay work here, which took a little while to get started out as far as lining it all up, but I think it turned out fantastic in the end. and I'm pretty happy with it. Also got a nice little bench here at the front with the light to kind of give a little bit of life in there, and filled in some gaps with a little bit of green here. We've got a nice little bush, some ferns out in front here. You could have this as almost a little place to put a couple chairs or something like that to sit out front if you wanted to. And I put a little bit of hedgerow along here, gives a little bit of life and polish off this little section of grass here, and it also takes care of that glitchy grass that was coming through the fence that was driving me nuts as well. And as you can see, I kept the driveway the same as it was, but continued the path all the way over to here, which I think turned out really, really nice. I'm really, really happy with how that turned out. And changed the fence out over here, and also put a little pathway through here. Now, there's no gates, unfortunately, in the game to really help you with the fence work, so I just had to leave a gap. And then we have just, of course, the lighting, of course, all the way along here. And we've got a nice little stone path all the way to the back of the house here as well, where we've got our entrance and a nice little fern there as well, just to give a little bit of life. I didn't want to spend too much money, and as you can see, I don't really have a lot of money left. Only $1,000 left in the bank, a little over it. So pretty much everything we've got is invested in this home, so the sale is going to be key. But I like this, the way I've set this up here with this back walkway. I think, for me personally, this is my house. I would, you'd pull into the driveway and get out of your car. I would actually definitely use this pathway and come in the back of the house, and use this as my main entrance on a day-to-day basis. I think it does look really nice, actually, myself. And yeah, you come in, you've got your carpet here or your rug or whatever you want to call it, to keep the dirt cleaned up, and then hang your coats, put your shoes away, maybe put your keys in the bowl or whatever, and then you just walk into the rest of your house and enjoy. And then, of course, it keeps the front of the house all cleaned up as well, because you don't have to worry about having a mess up there when guests come or whatever. So I think overall it does a really nice job of completing the house, as far as just nice simple yard work getting done, and nice and tidy. Gives it a nice simple look and lots of potential for people who might want to buy it in the future. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's just see how much we can make off this bad boy. I really think that our excuse me, I wanted to take a quick look in here, into the buyers. Our target buyer was this guy in the end. We ended up fulfilling 7 likes for him, and there's only 1 dislike, which really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It says there is no private space, only for myself. When in reality, I think we could probably designate that massive, fantastic gamer paradise man cave as a private place for yourself, but the game doesn't want to see it that way, so it's got it as a negative, unfortunately. But we checked all the boxes for this guy, and I think, I hope, I pray that we can make a killing off this thing, because we need the windfall. All right, let's take a look. Garden, no. Auction, yes. Bought the house for $169,836. Starting bid is $206,000. So our overall was about what? About $185 we spent. So we're gonna make a nice little profit here. $58,000 in profit, not too shabby right now. $246,000, almost $250,000. Exactly 1 bedroom. Okay, there's no private space. Again, like, that was just kind of silly, but yeah, I think that's pretty sweet. $58,000 in profit. Can't complain too much. And I'm going to just go ahead and hit Shift Enter to see if we can't negotiate and drive the price up. I'm going to take a crack at driving the price up 10 grand. Doesn't really let you type. Does it let you type in? No, it doesn't. So you just have to kind of... I'm going to just... try and find a number I like. There we go. 98.85. And then let's go negotiate offer. Shift Enter. See if he likes it. Does he like it? Your offer is too low. And he says, cool, I'll take it. Nice. Extra 10 grand. Almost 70K profit. That's going to put us over $250,000 in the bank for our next purchase. I think that sounds pretty sweet, if you ask me. All right, there we go. Okay, done. Accept offer. Boom. Oh, and here's our... oh, this is a nice addition, too. Oh, look at that shot. This is a nice addition they've added to the game, I gotta say, with the HGTV. Really makes a big difference. I'll tidy up the front of the house as well. That looks really good. That's pretty fantastic. I can't say how much I love that they added that to the game with the HGTV DLC. Really completes the game. All right, so that's it. We've got over $250,000 in the bank, and I'm ready to go for another one. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. This has been fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, you've made it all the way to the end, why not go ahead and take the time to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this series so far and what you'd like to see in the future. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.